24 acts will sing in the semi-finals of Melodie, Pentru, Europa, Moldova's national selection for Eurovision 2016. We're running a poll on wiwibloggs, and so far you guys have been voting up a storm. The top 5 are Lidia Isac with Falling Stars, followed by Doinita Gherman with Irresistible, then Elle with Tar, Catherine and Light Sound with Imagine, and in 5th place, Felicia Dunoff with You and Me. You guys, let's take these in turn, starting with Lidia Isac.
The sky is tumbling, it's coming down.
What are your thoughts?
I know that she's a favorite with many readers and fans, but I don't really feel it because I've heard the live audition.
The sky is tumbling, it's coming down.
Her voice sounds really shouty on the chorus. Also, the fact that it's written by the same team that wrote A Million Voices, and I'm not a fan of that either. I think it's a good song, but it's not the best in the selection.
It's nice Europop, it's inoffensive, but it doesn't grab my attention at all. Kind of like what Bogdan was saying. Possibly if it was in a different arena, because the live studio doesn't do anything for it, but if it was in an arena with big Moldovan staging, it could be a lot better. I can see potential in it, but in its current format, it just kind of passes me by.
I'm gonna call y'all haters with a capital H. To me, this is the winner, or at least the runner-up in Moldova, and it's precisely for what you've just said. I think the live audition video feed is just a bit cheap. The studio there isn't the most modern, and so it doesn't let Lidia shine. The fact is, put her on a stage, give her some fog, some astronauts, and some lasers, and she's taking us to the stars. I like that she says the dark surrounds her when we go. Well, baby, I am here for you. When I hear this, it's just so much more modern than the other songs in Moldova. Like, I don't feel like I'm in a 1980s dive bar, which I often do. She may have been slightly bland at the auditions. Like, I think she needs to kind of, I don't know, work on her sass or let it out a bit more. She needs to unleash the Lidia from within. But to me, this has major potential, and I am putting my weight behind her.
Okay, but I think she's stretched to her vocal limits, but we'll see at the semifinals. Maybe she can iron out those issues.
Let's hope. Now, someone who we know can sing is Doinita Gherman in 2nd place with Irresistible.
Yes, her name is actually Doinita. Sorry, I don't mean to correct you. I just want to, yeah. In case you meet her, her name is Doinita, and I think she's my favorite. She has my favorite song in the competition, Irresistible. I love it, even though it's a Swedish production through and through. She can sing.
Life is irresistible, living like there's no tomorrow.
She has this passion for Moldova, and the song, I think, suits her perfectly. And yeah, I want her to win. I think it's time for Doinita to win.
I'm not overly bothered by this one either. I prefer it to Lidia, but it's the same thing. It's just Europop, generic Europop to my ears. I like the few Moldovan elements, kind of traditional. There's a bit of instrumentation and chanting in it, and that makes it stand out a bit more. And once again, it had the potential, but I'm not feeling it at the moment.
What I love about Doinita and her music is that she kind of takes us back to pre-jury Eurovision, like when people just went for it and they did what they wanted, ethno-pop was all over the place. But now songs can be a bit sterile and sanitized, but this is, it's Europop, like you say. I love the cliche. She says she wants to live on the edge of glory. She wants to live at the speed of light. Well, she's doing it because I am feeling this. This is one of the songs that makes me happy in this selection. And she's got a lot more lyrics this year than she did in 2014 with Energy. I think she repeated Energy like 20 times. This is a really strong contender, and I think on Eurovision it could go to the final. It's crazy in that Moldovan way we expect Moldova to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
Now, if you have a hard-on, that might be because you have listened to Elle's song Tare, which means hard. Thoughts?
I don't know why, but Romanians intend to love it because maybe because it has Romanian lyrics and we can relate to it. I see that the foreign fans of Eurovisions don't dig it at all, but I like it. I think it's a contender to win. The two girls now did a great job at the audition. And they can easily incorporate the third one, Ali Blake from Romania, into the mix. They can also translate the lyrics into English to have a wider appeal. But I think the song is good as it is now.
Out of all of the ones I've listened to, this is my favourite. I love a good girl band. And I hope they get to fix things up, because on the studio version that was released with the old member, I really liked it. And then the studio, or when they went to the television studios last Saturday, everything was kind of a mess. There was, would they sing this, would they sing another song? And there was only two of them ended up singing this song. And it didn't work as well. So I'd like to see them come back with a vengeance. The three of them tackle this song, make everything perfect. And I actually quite like the fact that it's in Romanian. It seems more mystical or something. There's something special to it, and even just the chorus, it's kind of chanty and otherworldly. And I think this could, like, if this got to Eurovision, it'd wipe clear any memories of the stupid Ukrainian who they sent last year.
Now, you know what? There is mystical and then there is boring. I just cannot access this on any level. I don't know what it is. I do not mind the song in Romanian language, but this just, it doesn't speak to me. I find it really drab. And so my question to you, Bogdan, is a lot of this fan hype based on the fact these singers are popular, or is it just the music?
I think that the style of music is popular in the region, you know. So that's why people relate to it more. I cannot explain it otherwise, because the lyrics are not that expressive, you know, like everything is like hard and tough and a lot. I mean, Tare can mean all these things.
Well, moving on, in fourth place in our poll, it is Catherine and the Belarusian singer from Light Sound with the song Imagine. You guys, I was pleasantly surprised by this.
Yes, I was pleasantly surprised as well. By him, not by her. By Catherine, I was not. I think they just picked her because they needed a Moldovan artist to enter a song. But I think they can work it out until the semifinals, and I expect them to advance to the national final, given that it's a weak selection. But yeah, it's not my favorite song.
The lyrics are all over the place. It's a stereotypical Eastern European ex-Soviet song where they've just gone through a dictionary and pulled out random words, and they're going on about imagine how everything could be so great. And then there's one line like that just whacked me in the face, where it's like, we'll let you be my hero, and you're Catcher in the Rye. And Catcher in the Rye is this really depressing book about depression and angst and all this kind of stuff. And this is meant to be an uplifting, motivational song. So yeah, the lyrics just bug me.
I also love the fact that Catherine's real name is Ekaterina Kojakaru. It's like she said, imagine if I had a Western name, I'm gonna be Catherine. But you know, the reason I was surprised is Light Sound, you know, their song, was it Heroes? We Can Be Heroes, something, whatever they sang back at Eurovision, it was quite dull to me, whereas this was a little catchy and like had a bit of life and energy musically. I try not to listen to the lyrics. And in fifth place in our poll, it's Felicia Dunoff with You and Me.
We shine so bright, the world can collide.
Now Bogdan, you pointed out some similarities with another song.
Yes, it sounds like a ripoff really from Naughty Boy's song Running featuring Beyonce, and it's not only me, I mean many fans have noticed this, and even the Moldovan press, and she was asked about it and she was like, yes, I got inspiration from Beyonce, what's the problem? I'm surprised that it advanced, given that it was quite, not a scandal, but quite a controversial entry in that regard. But yeah, good for her, and she did a very bad job at the live audition.
We shine so bright, the world can collide, but I don't care.
And I don't expect her to improve, but we'll see.
I completely agree with the Beyonce comparison. And this is just because the song sounds like Beyonce. In no way does Felicia sound like Beyonce. Because I was listening to it and I was like, okay, it's a ballad, it's a bit overwrought, that's fine. Then a bit of R&B beats come in and I'm like, I've heard this somewhere before. And then it just goes full blown into that song. She's probably lucky that Beyonce's lawyers don't watch Moldovan television.
I think she should rename the song You and Me and Beyonce, because the similarity is just too much. I mean, we can often overlook similarities, like in the past, basically anything by Thomas Gison, but this, it goes too far. She needs to go. Now, do you guys have any other songs in the selection you're just dying to put in this video?
Yes. I think we should also mention Valeria Pasa. Who was a runner-up last year on second place after Eduardo Romagnuta, and she was highly praised by the jury for her voice and the song. And I think this year she came with even a better song that is going to be a contender for the win.
Tell me everything you want. Be with me now and forever.
I kind of expect her to win, honestly, because she has the whole package. She's beautiful, very beautiful. She has a very strong voice and a good song.
And do you think there might be sympathy for her, because many consider her the real winner of last year?
Yeah, exactly, because the jury kept praising her vocals and the song, and then they were like, and 12 points to Eduardo Romagnuta. So yeah, I think the jury will remember that. If it's the same jury, but anyway, it's a small country, so they all remember Valeria Pasa.
And Bogdan, I'd have to ask you, Pasha Parfeni is behind the song Funny Folk. How is this rating among Romanian Moldovan fans?
I don't know if he's behind the song. I know that he's behind the project, Doritos.
Did you say Doritos?
Doritos. It's from the musical notes, do-re-do, anyway. Yeah, the fans don't like it as much as Maricica, the song from last year. This sounds like a distant cousin of Maricica.
I think it was more popular when it was temporarily called Fanny Folk.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a bit of Fanny? Is it tar? Tare? Tar?
Tare.
Tare. Okay. What does that mean?
Hard.
Okay. Oh, well. Here we go.